because we are all the fool as soon as we embark on a new journey of the tarot journey. It sounds a little cheesy, but the fool is us and the tarot practitioner on his journey of life and self-discovery, and finally getting that whole full circle moment and enlightenment. And you kind of come back to another chapter in your life where you feel like you're embarking on the same things as before, but this time around you are different. Full circle. And maybe this time around you're more of a leadership role. So the the Fool card is connected to Uranus, the planet of illusion and maybe big dreams and little vagueness, just like the Fool. The Fool is also attached to the Hebrew letter Aleph. Aleph is the first letter in the alphabet, so it gets the things started. It means ox or like a bull, and the ox kind of pulls the cart, pulls all the other letters. It takes the leap of faith, just like this fool jumps off the cliff first, or jumps off the high dive first, letting everybody know that it's okay and it's safe and to follow the lead. And Aleph is also invisible and it's silent. And so it's also the Hebrew letter A. So even A, the sound of it is like, ah, it's like just a breath. And so a lot of times when we are embarking on a new chapter in our lives, we feel invisible. We feel like we're unheard. We feel like our voices aren't respected yet. We feel sometimes afraid to speak our mind just yet, so we remain silent. So when we start a new chapter in our life, we do feel invisible. But then this Fool card, you see his stick, like the black stick he has with a little bag. The little bag is full of knowledge. And it's just, that's the only thing that you take with you as you start a new chapter in your life. You just take the knowledge from the past. And if this is your first chapter, like you're just born, maybe it's like your knowledge from the past life. Maybe it's just from the last chapter, the last phase of your life. And that's all really what you can take with you. And then if you look at the staff, it's directly in line with one of the lines of the sun ray, of the black sun ray. And so he's just like a personification of a ray of sunlight. And so he's full of optimism, he's full of warmth, he's full of light, and he has all this confidence to really lead with heart and like the inner sun and take risks, take leaps of faith. And he doesn't think much about the consequences. He doesn't overthink or worries about what's next. He just leads with heart and no brains. He's a fool. Kind of like a fool in love, someone who just, dives right in without thinking about maybe what ifs. And he comes straight from the light. So this can be the light of God, the light of the creator. And so the Hebrew letter Aleph, it embodies the three Trinity, the Holy Trinity of the creator, where the God is 3 in 1. And even in Christianity, God's like 3 in 1, the Son, the Father, and the Spirit. And so the 3 in 1 is Aleph, because Aleph is 3 letters in 1. It's 2 yods, and there's 1 vav, that's a connecting point. So it looks like 2 dots with a slash in the middle, which looks like a division sign in mathematics. And so it's the 3 in 1. And if you add them all up, there's 2 yods, which has a numerical value of 10. And then you have the vav, which is a numerical value of 6, equals 26. So that's the same value as the word for God, which is Jehovah or Yahweh, 26. So Aleph is like the Trinity. Aleph is God. And then you channel that God or the ideas or the brilliance, epiphanies, intuition. You gather that from the invisible world and you manifest it into the real world. Kind of this guy is just kind of like Jesus, like is God incarnated. He's coming from the light into the world. And so he's all heart, no brains, full of optimism and nothing but love. And he takes a leap of faith and embarks on a new journey. And he's totally open and he's willing to listen and be trained and learn more. And he has a thirst for knowledge that he'll put inside that little bag of his. And then next to him is a dog, which is white, which represents like purity. The Hebrew word for dog is kalev. Kalev means like a heart. So it's like just like dogs, they love you unconditionally. And then dog backwards is God. So like God loves you unconditionally. And he is always there with the fool as he embarks on a new journey. God is always there. But God is invisible, just like the Aleph, or just like the fool who feels invisible when he starts something new. And then the fool can be seen as starting a new journey, and he can also be seen as coming back from just returning from a journey. So like full circle, either coming or going. And it's represented by this hidden, there's a Hebrew letter Shin on the bottom of the full shirt. I don't know if you see it, but it's black, or else like all those like other designs are. So Shin is where the fool ends his journey, which is connected to the judgment card. So when the fool goes all the way through the cards, through the minors, and then he progresses through the majors, he ends on judgment. I know the last card is the world card, but it really ends at judgment. And then you go the world card, which shoots you right back up that tarot wheel. So you start back up at the beginning again. It's like the award you get, like the world card's the award you get after you like have reached your completion, which is the judgment. Judgment's connected to the letter Shin. And in the judgment card, you'll see there's flooded at the bottom of the mountain inside the valley, and there's coffins coming out because it flooded. Well, if you look at this card, you'll see the fool has the mountains that are snow-peaked, but the fool is a ray of sunshine coming from the sun that melts the ice on the mountains. And so it's like his big heart melts the world. And then the water melts down to the valley below in the judgment card. And then he brings life and reasons for people to live inside the judgment card where they're jumping out of their coffins. And so it's kind of like full circle. And it's also like the redemption card where you get a bounce back and get like your second wind. And you do feel like you've arrived at full circle. The Fool. It's also number 0. 0 is also invisible, but it's also like full circle. And it's, yeah, the Fool, because it's 0, it can show up anytime during the reading, anytime with any of the cards. It's like a Joker in a way. And then also one more thing, the card, it's yellow in the background. Yellow, there's only like 4 colors in the cards. There's yellow, there's blue, there's black, and there's gray. So the yellow just means bright future. So that's why he has a bright future. He's optimistic, no worries. He's not even worried about, he's not thinking about consequences. He doesn't think at all. He's all heart, no brains. The blue card would be calm, mild, just chill. The gray always represents wisdom and life lessons, karmic life lessons. The black is Saturn energy, which is always judgments, karma, things that deal with time, slowing down of time, things that take a long time to finally manifest, and all the struggles, frustrations, headaches, and challenges and obstacles that come with trying to manifest something, but it just seems like it takes forever. That's Saturn energy. And one more thing about this card, it connects to the sphere on the Kabbalah tree of life called dot, D-A-A-T. Dot can be rearranged as data, and it's the seed of the tree that's invisible inside under the ground that you don't see, but it's always there. And it's holds all the data because it's the seed level, and it holds all that DNA data that manifests the tree. I'm going to show you the Kabbalah tree of life now when I share my screen. All right, all the cards are based on this Kabbalah tree of life. All the cards in this deck are illustrated over an invisible Kabbalah tree of life. And so if you know this tree, you can easily read the cards. And I'll go way deeper into that. As we describe every single card, it'll slowly explain this Kabbalah tree of life. So the Fool, he's right there in the middle where it says dot or doth, but dot. There it is. See, it's ruled by Uranus. And if dot means knowledge, just like the Fool holds that little bag of knowledge. And it's the seed level. So it's just nothing but pure potential. It's right at the beginning. And you got so much potential. You're not corrupted yet. And we are all just like the Fool as we start our tarot journey.